Okay, so wanted to showcase this. I did a bit of work on this today. I had found that this screw, or this bolt right here, this guy right here, was loose. So I figured, well, if he's loose, might as well go through and double check everything. Pulled off my exhaust, pulled off these bolts here, pulled this off, pulled off my cover here, and pulled off my brake caliper. Basically ripped apart this whole rear end here. And I don't know if you can see in there, but inside here there is a nice set of wheel bearings. And boy, oh boy, yeah, them wheel bearings, those wheel bearings, there's two of them, one on this side, one on this side, one on the behind it. It's basically two wheel bearings set side by side, and then you've got your pin that goes in. You got a slide over the top, and the actual hub of the wheel. Now, the two wheel bearings of the two, the outer one was messed up. So every time I was riding, it would sit there and squeak like crazy. And that's like, I couldn't notice it too much in my videos, but I could hear it with my helmet on, and it was annoying. So I decided, okay, if this guy's coming out, I'm gonna have to double check all my bolts for here, tighten everything up as needed, and go from there. Well, turns out, yeah, it was really bad. I had to pull the bearings out, or pull the bearing covers off. The outside bearing, the one closest to the nut, it was basically dry. Basically completely dry. There's maybe like a pea-sized dollop of grease in there. So I've got my high temperature grease. I greased it. I greased that. Everything in here is greased and tightened up, and now it's rocking and rolling. Got my nice fancy decals. Now you can see where I have this patched and painted, because this is where those big cracks were. Now it looks funny on this, because this is like a starter bike. This is a starter bike. My dents there, my cracks here. These are staple welded, plastic welded on the outside, stapled on the inside, painted over. Like, yeah, I painted over this, and it's a painted red, and I painted over this. I mean, this is just a sticker. This is just a decal sticker, but they clear coated over the top of it. And I can't match that. It's a different type of color. And this guy here, you can see that crack. Yeah, this guy just refuses to stay in, because this plastic, the way it was sitting in the shipping, it was pushed in, and I can't get it. I took the heat gun to it to loosen it up and soften it. It still wouldn't work. But like I said, it's a beginner bike, and a little crack here, little dent here. I got this guy back here, this guy right here. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, look, it looks fine. It's a bike. Okay. Turn on my regular white light here. But I mean, it looks fine. And people don't understand this is a scooter. I mean, look, it is a scooter. That's your belt drive. That's your engine there. Yeah, I had to get a new boot, and it's not the best bike, but hey, I mean, I can get up to 65 on this easy, and you know, I'm not a little guy. I'm not little. I mean, 6'2", 275 pounds, and you know, I'm huge compared to most people. But this bike suits me just fine. I mean, look at me. I'm not a fat guy, but you know, I got a big butt. This fits me perfectly. Easy controls, can easily read. I mean, your speed and miles and everything's right here. That's your tack. I don't know why. I mean, you got a normal bike. It's a normal motorcycle. You got your locking gas caps, comfortable seats. Now, a lot of people were asking me, how do you take this off? Well, that's just it. To take off this seat, you have to remove this plastic to get to this plastic, which this plastic goes all the way up. And then you got to undo this. There's another screw under here. And then you can pull this off. And when you pull this off, then there's a bolt right around here to get that off. I wonder if you can see it from under. Yep, there it is. See it right there. That's it right there on the inside. But he's right here. And then you just pull it up and slide it. But I mean, it's a damn good bike. You know, you just gotta, when you get these, you gotta go through all the nuts and bolts. Make sure all the nuts and bolts are you know, set. The front for these bearings, grease the shit out of it before you put it on. Under here, you got your battery right there. Yeah. Oh, here, I'll pop this light off real quick. Yeah. Got your battery in there. That's your battery. Go and get a more higher power battery, something with a little bit more oomph. You've got plenty of space to go higher or taller with your battery. You just don't have enough. You don't have space to go, you know, wider or anything like that. You can't go wider, you can't go gigantor, but you can go up. You can go taller. Get yourself something with at least 200 cold cranking amps and go from there. Because as it sits, this one, the battery that comes with it, is between 130 and 160 cranking amps. And with that, sometimes it just doesn't want to start. Get the more powerful battery. Change out that boot. Change out your spark plug boot. Get something more powerful, something with a little more kick, and it'll start every time.